a stud's inbox. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because I didn't do it.
This not lying to them people, bro.
No, I did not.
Stop lying to them people.
She jumped in my inbox.
That's
Talking about something.
what?
All the reason she accepted my friend because I knew her best friend. No, it was not. No, it was not.
No, we had mutual friends, so I was just like, okay, I accept that friend request. And then as soon as I said
YouTube, she is lying. She was in my inbox. She hit that boop. And I said, and replied to that, I was like, hey. Then she was like, she asked me for my number, but listen, I believe I took my daughter out. No, you did.
You gave it to me.
Later on at night.
You still gave it to me.
But listen, I think I took my daughter out. I think she was doing something that day also, I think, with her kids. If I'm not mistaken. I think y'all had took the kids out, right? And then, yeah, I believe she took the kids out. I was taking my daughter out, like I said. And then later on that night, I think it was the football game. So, what was crazy was I waited all day to get her my number because I just wanted to see how long. It was all day. I swear to God, it was like 10 o'clock at night. Then she kept texting, so I'm like, when you gonna call me? She was like, oh, I'm trying to remember bits and pieces of the conversation. I was like, when you gonna call me? She was like, no, let me tell you the funny shit about this before we get into that. She said, let me call you on video because I have quote unquote talked to somebody and they didn't look the way that I guess they however that shit was supposed to go. So I'm like, okay. I swear to God, I got on coming like, do I look like myself? I know I look like them damn pictures. She was like, yeah, you do. Let me call you back. But anyway, let's get to that. What I was saying. So we was talking on the phone and whatever. I thought I was shy. She was shy. She had to warm up a little bit. But everybody but more to the story of us meeting and things like that. Everybody think that we just hopped into a relationship and that's like so aggravating because it's not true. We just didn't jump like, oh, okay, let's just go ahead on this, that, and the third. But I did ask her a couple of times because at that time I was single for a while. I don't know how long she was single, but I was single for a while. And then the situation that I had going on, I let that shit go because the person kept doing dumbass shit. Was in jail. You know, and I just felt like I didn't have time for that no more. So I became single after a while and whatever. And that's how I became single. And I also still had my daughter. Like I said, I don't know how long she was single or whatever the case might have been. But I just want to do a little story time on that shit too because everybody just think that we jump into a motherfucking relationship and it wasn't like that at all. And first of all, I think we wanted to get to know each other because if we wasn't like really feeling each other far as all of that and whatever, it wasn't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, we're just talking for a good minute.
Yeah. What else had happened on that? It was people that was trying to stop us from talking, trying to stop us from being together. But we wasn't together, so we just, I guess, let the rumors rumor because y'all was all wrong. We wasn't even together. I was still dealing with what I was dealing with. She was still dealing with what she was dealing with. And what she was doing what was best for her and her kids at the time. So, I continue, talking and whatever. She continued talking. So, I swear to God, people is so funny and was so active on what the fuck we was doing. We didn't even know half the time we were doing that shit with each other. I remember it was wrong rumor, y'all, like that we supposed to been at a hotel room or something, and she got caught, and her BM was fighting outside because of me. It was all wrong and so fucked up because I was trying to figure out where the fuck, when did that happen? Because I believe I was still in Norfolk. And she was still where she was at. And ain't nobody linked up with nobody and had nobody outside fighting doing none of that weird ass shit. So, because anything that I heard, I tell her. And we'll sit on the phone and be trying to figure out, like, when the fuck did this come about? Because if anything happened on her end with her situation, it had nothing to do with me. But people weren't trying to hear that bullshit. They was like, it's you. You the girl from Norfolk. And so eventually I just asked her, what girl from Norfolk? So she told me. And it wasn't me. It was not me. And y'all was so invested into some shit that ain't even had nothing to do with y'all. And it was girls writing me, telling me different information about her. My baby daddy even hit her up on some weird ass shit. And I was like, what? This bitch had the audacity and can't be the fly. I mean, can't be the fly. And I ain't trying to be funny. If she ever see this video, whatever the case might be, can't be the fly. Okay? Alright. It was just so much stuff going on for the time that we was getting to know each other. But when we linked up, y'all knew nothing about it. That's the end of the crazy thing about it. We was linking up for a while. That was on the pandemic. It sure was when the pandemic first had hit. We was linking up, guys. We wasn't in a relationship. So we started linking up and whatever case might be, start going out, yada yada yada. Now, what else had happened at timeline before we got together that was just crazy as hell? Our exes wanted us back. For whatever reason, okay, they wanted us back. I won't have any. Hell to the no, we gonna co-parent. We can still be friends, so, still cool and whatever the case might be. But as far as a relationship, it ain't gonna work. So, yeah, it was a whole lot of shit that happened, man. Now when we got in a relationship, like I said, nobody knew we was in a relationship but us. And that was like, I would say almost a year and some change. What y'all done asses. Y'all just knew we was in a relationship. Y'all just knew we was together. And we was not even together at all. We wasn't together at all. Damn, what else had happened that I could talk about now and be like, oh, it's funny? What else? This is something that was also said too. They was like, oh, how you want to be with somebody that's married with kids? And I'm like, married? She never told me she was married. Because if she was married, nah, I ain't with that. But I told you, anything that I used to hear, or anything that I felt like was something to be talked about or brought up and whatever, I would bring it up. She wasn't married. And they had the calculations wrong. She had her set of kids and her ex had her set of kids. Me, I physically don't have children. Like, I never birthed kids. But almost every relationship I've been in, the person had kids. But me and my ex, we decided to have a child together. So, but no, I haven't birthed any kids. And around about this time, shit was going smooth and whatever the case might be. But we just kept hearing shit like dumbass shit about one another. And she had got aggravated with me one time to the point she didn't even want to talk to me no more. I don't do this Facebook thugging shit. I don't want to do this. If my ex, talking about my ex, and my ex gonna be doing this, I don't want nothing to do with you. That's just too much. I got my own shit going on, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, wait, I'm about to go roll up on this bitch now. What are you talking about? So, I think that was my cookies. So, rolled up on her, asked her why did she do it. Like I said, it was one point in time, our ex is on as bad. And I was like, why did you do that? Like, anything you ask me to do, I do it. If you ask me to watch our money so you work, I do it. If you ask me to come sit over here so you can go out, whatever, I do it. If you ask me to come, I do shit. I was trying to be that, parent that always could stick to their word and whatever, as far as a child that you ever somebody else. But she made it so hard to the point you stepping on toes, you bringing emails, you writing shit back. What else did she do? Did she called you? I don't calling from other people, writing from other people's pages. It was just
she ain't never called me. She was just using other people's shit.
Yeah, like weird shit. And notice, I used to be at work, or sometimes I be hanging out with my bros or whatever the case might be. And I think it was just one night I was just out. And when I came back in, she had told me about it. And I was just like, well, I'm about to go pull up on this bitch. You got me fucked up. Why would you say and do all that? Then told the motherfucker I had some type of motherfucking... Ooh. And it wasn't fucking true. Like, it was just a whole lot. But I just feel like I can make this story like a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. It's a whole lot. Y'all heard my cat?
Try Gold Bond Healing Hydrating Lotion today. This is my go-to. Gold Bond Healing Hydrating Lotion.
But I'm gonna stop right there. And if y'all want a part 2, part 3, part 4, let me know and I keep going.
Try Gold Bond Healing Hydrating Lotion today. This is my go-to.